Perfect. So yeah, so my name is Nicole Best, and I haven't really had the pleasure of meeting a lot of you there at your Maxwell brokerages. So I really look forward to getting to know each of you, and thanks for taking the time today. I'm going to just share my screen here so we can kind of get started. And the purpose of this session today is to really help you understand what MoveSnap is about, how you can really get the benefit and the most out of MoveSnap. We've had a lot of changes over the course of this year since you would have joined. It's almost been a year to the day. So I want to make sure you understand what those changes are. I want to make sure that you have the ability to activate your account. And if you're struggling with that, I'm going to just make sure you understand that process. And then we're going to take you through some exciting things that are going to be happening in MoveSnap this year, things that you can look forward to hearing more from us about as we go through 2022. And then at the end, I'll pause for any Q&A. I won't really be able to engage if you put anything in chat. I'll have to do it after I stop sharing my screens because I have a couple of screens that I'm sharing, so I can't see the chat when I'm doing that. So, or you can unmute yourself for anything urgent and burning. All right. So just to remind you what MoveSnap is all about, MoveSnap really is a service designed not only to support you and your business, how to differentiate yourself in the marketplace, but really that client care service that your clients have the ability to organize and manage their move. It really is a one-stop shop for everything moving. There is a digital component to it where they're taken to a private password secure dashboard of their own. But in addition to, really it's all about helping you raise that bar on the client care service. Every type of client that you're dealing with, except for the commercial side, we're going to be able to support and help. Of course, going through a move is one of the most stressful things in anyone's life. You're literally, in most cases, people are transitioning their whole life from one place to another. So we're here to make that go smooth while you can get on with closing more deals. And in the meantime, we act as an extension of you. We can support those clients. Really, the sweet spot is from the time you have a deal go firm to that move date. They never lose access into MoveSnap, so they can always come back to us even after their move for any questions beyond that. We have a fantastic concierge team that will offer their red carpet treatment to any and all of your clients. We help you stay connected to your clients through those wonderful referrals that you all look forward to getting, and the milestone touch points that are extended through those automated emails. So I've just said a lot, so we're going to go through this in step-by-step manner. So I referred to how do you really get started on MoveSnap. Some of you on this call have not had the opportunity to activate your account. A couple of days ago, yesterday, in fact, I did a push through the system, pushing out any new, it's called Welcome to MoveSnap. It's an email that allows you access into your account. So you would have received one if you haven't yet activated your account. And embedded in that email is a simple link that once you accept that link, you'll be taken into what we call the partner portal, where you're going to want to update your branding page and some other things as you get familiar with how to interact with MoveSnap. If you do not have this how to get started, activate your account email, please do let me know. If you're on the call, you can put your name in chat and I will be sure to follow up, or just let me know at the end of the call, and I'd be happy to make sure and reach out. Maybe the email isn't in there properly, or somehow you haven't been added. But I want to make sure every one of you have activated their account. So what MoveSnap again is offering your clients is that one-stop shop for everything Move. So once you get into your platform, it's almost like a two-portal system. You're going to have your own access into your account through a separate URL. When your client gets their invitation from you, they're taken to a different URL. So that's why I say a two-portal system. And they're going to be provided with all the information about their move. They're going to have access into the place they can interact with our fabulous concierge team and get all their questions answered. And they have all of the accessibility into the dashboard that will keep them organized and their move planned for. So some of those things are transferring their utilities. So when they log in and they identify, of course, almost every mover has to transfer or do something to their hydro. They have direct access into the information, exactly who they need to connect to and where they need to connect from, given the address information that's been populated. They can change the address on their driver's license, their vehicle registration. They can tap into our highly vetted, reputable mover space where we'll help identify movers in the area that we've vetted and have 5-star ratings and contracts with us saying that, we're going to work with MoveSnap to make sure your clients get the best move possible. You get access to exclusive savings. Not only your clients get access to the savings, but you also do as well. So we're going to go through that here in the portal in just a second. But we have fabulous brand names right across the country, everything from Bosch, TELUS, Pods, for example. There's fantastic exclusive marketplace discounts that are available. And at this point, we figure with all of those offers, if you were to take advantage of them, can save you and or your client between $4,000 and $5,000 on a move. So there's no reason, there's no cost to your client to do this. You're extending it as a thank you for them using you as your client. They're never on their own. They have this fabulous concierge team that's available. And at this point, MoveSnap has been around for a number of years now. I think we're year 5 or 6. We've helped tens of thousands of Canadians move every year. And pretty much there is no question we haven't gotten. So I hope that you learn how to use MoveSnap and that you're able to fully educate your client on what MoveSnap is all about. And I'm going to remind you at the end some of the items that we provide to make that conversation and that education easier. From your perspective, you're giving this great, extending this service to your clients. It's helping them reduce their stress, helping give them a place to go to manage and organize for their move. They're going to feel supported through having access into this concierge team. Saves you time because, I'm sure that before you were putting together information packages or emails or having to field those questions from your clients around what hydro service or whatever the case may be. That is all now can be directed through MoveSnap. No need for them to stand in long lines. They can sit and manage and organize their move from, their own couch, enjoying a glass of wine while watching Netflix. Saves you money, saves your clients money. Again, everything from movers to junk removal or furniture. All of the access to some fantastic moving related discounts are available to them. And they're doing it from the safety of their home. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like COVID is going anywhere anytime soon. So I think we'll all in the near future be much more comfortable doing as much as we can from home. I've touched on the extended team that you have access to through these moving concierge, and this really is the white glove extension of your service. I like to refer to MoveSnap also as a two-dimensional tool. So you have the digital dashboard that your clients can access, but then that live person. We don't farm these concierges out. We've gotten that question a lot. They're part of our MoveSnap team. In fact, we're all part of customer success. We roll up under one manager. We work together in tandem. If you have a client that you're working with, you've extended that invitation to them because they've done a deal with you, and they're going to have some urgent and burning questions, reach out to me, let me know. We can start that conversation with your client even earlier in the process. I mean, who doesn't want to be the expectation and the anxiety that you get when you have questions around moving. And then here we are already identifying and being proactive with extending some communication and just a phone call or an email from us with already identifying the type of information that they're seeking. And I'll give you an example. Just recently, we were working with a client who was moving from New Brunswick to Toronto, and she was 8 months pregnant, and she's frantic because she can't find a doctor, and all of her research wasn't helpful, didn't help. She reached out to us, and actually the realtor put her in touch with us, and within 24 hours, we were able to give her 3 doctors in the GTA that she could reach out to. She was so thankful. And of course, you know, in her condition, she wanted to make sure she had identified a doctor before she even went through the move. So those are just some of the types of things that we've helped with. And it can be anything from finding a new doctor in the area. It could be finding veterinarian services. It could be finding, you know, wine storage, boat storage, helping to move a vehicle. Like I said, pretty much there's no question we haven't been able to help with in some way. There's a couple of ways that your client can connect with that concierge team. When they're on their dashboard, they have the ability to start a chat if they want. Again, we're not bots, they're getting real people. They can send a quick message. Maybe they have a list of questions and they want to schedule a time. There's a calendar that they can see when our concierge is able to help them. The concierge will take appointments Monday to Saturdays. So make sure to let your client know that that option is available as well. And the really great thing that we've done this year is we were getting a lot of questions like, well, how do I know if my client has reached out to your concierge? So one of the things that we've done is added an extra feature whereby the concierge will take the note of their conversation and the help that they've been with your client. They capture that, they send you an email. So here's just a couple of things that our concierge, I just pulled out a couple quickly. And then when they send that email, I like to call it a feedback loop. So you're getting the conversation and the ways that we've helped your client, and it's also getting saved on your partner portal. So you always can pull that up as you're looking at a snapshot of what's going on with your account. And I'll show you where that is on your partner portal. So we've added this section called Concierge Notes. So it is the personal notifications are sent. And again, it's captured on your partner portal and really allows you to see what's going on with your clients and how we've helped them. Again, MoveSnap is all about you. We are here to help support your business as well. And we fully understand that, you know, realtors, it really is all about their reputation, service-oriented business. So we want to make sure that you're using it to its fullest. And when you're setting up your account, making sure you're updating the branding page and your contact information. I'm going to show you where that is when we go into the dashboard, but I want to make sure to highlight that this is how it is shown to your clients. So when they're on their dashboard, they're going to see you first thing. When they log in, they're going to be reminded of how to reach you. They're going to be able to tap into any of your social media links that you've provided. But it really is all about extending your reputation. When you're sending that exclusive invitation as a mechanism for them to start enjoying MoveSnap, it's going to come from you. So it is all about showcasing you in the best way possible. In the spring, we launched, last spring, we launched what we call automated emails. And this is our way of helping you earn those critical referrals. And so what it is there are several automated emails set by triggers. There is our testimonial engine, which is called the survey. And that survey is sent right after the move date. And it is asking them for information about you, When they fill out that information, you're sent an email, and you can use that in your social media feeds. You can capture that in any way that you like. And then we are going to, they're already automated on your account, easy to turn off and on, but there are 2 week, 3 month, and 1 year automated emails that are also your way of staying connected to your client. And what we've seen from this is in 1 or 2 months, we've gotten, realtors have received about 2,000 referrals. So it's just a fantastic, easy way, already included in your service. There's people spending lots of money on CRMs. You could consider this a light CRM. So it's your way of staying in touch with your client, and you have the ability to turn them off and on very easily. It's not complicated. You can make it personal. You can customize the templates. And there's also the ability to add in that birthday greeting. So as you're learning your client's birth dates or whatever, you can include that in their contact, and you can know that on their birthday, they're going to get that birthday greeting the night before. Another great feature that we launched in September is this notion of helping you to prospect. So we call it pre-move, and it's a separate dashboard, and it's a separate time that you're going to include this prospect. So they don't have a move date yet. You're still working with this prospect. Perhaps they're agent shopping. It's another tool in your toolbox to allow your either buyer or seller the chance to get a little familiar with you and the types of things that you invest in to really demonstrate the level of care you take in your client relationships. This is all part of the package you have access to. When you go to send the invite, you're going to be asked if it's a mover or if it's a prospect. You have the option to do either. And then once they have been invited into MoveSnap in the prospecting phase, all you need to do is log back in, add in their move date, and they're flipped over onto the more moving side, and they can organize and manage their move. Very simple, easy to use. It's a great tool because your clients have all this access into tips and tricks on whether they're trying to stage their home, maybe they're getting their home ready. Maybe they're looking for, they're still going through their pre-approvals and they're looking for a mortgage specialist, and or they want more information about how to budget for a move and get that pre-approval. The one thing I really like is the Neighborhood Explorer, and that allows you, it's not like realtor.ca. It is specifically about shopping neighborhoods, seeing what's in the different neighborhoods, like checking out the green spaces. I love to look at neighborhoods just in terms of like where trails are. They very accessible to me. I've recently found snowshoeing. And one of the things I'm loving about my neighborhood is I literally have a trail across the street from me. I can just go out and snowshoe. So anyways, it's a great fun little tool to check out, local coffee shops and things going on in different neighborhoods as your clients are going through that move or thinking about their move. They also have the ability to enjoy discounts earlier. So those offers that we have will be available to them even at the pre-move stage. So I've kind of given you an overview of what MoveSnap is and some things that have been added. I want to now go into the actual platform and show you around, both on the partner side, and then we're going to go to the mover side briefly. So just take note of this in case you haven't been into your portal in a while. The direct access into it is partner.movesnap.com. You'll be taken to a login page. You simply input your email and whatever password. If you've forgotten your password, you can reset it from there. Looks like I got logged out. All right. So once you're logged in, you're going to be, you land on your invite dashboard. So this is like the quick hit on what's going on with all of the different invites you've extended to your client. Before I go into this though, I want to go directly into my account, because for those of you who haven't done this yet or haven't activated your account, once you do so, I want you to go directly into my account. You're going to land on this branding page, which I've referred to a couple of times. Make sure this information is updated. Make sure it has your company address, because there are 9 branches that we work with at MaxWell. Make sure you have the right one that's populated in your contact information. Make sure your social details are available, so your client always knows how to reach you and how to engage with you. The company logo should already be embedded as MaxWell in the branch that you work with, and your profile photo. Of course, I know you all have great profile photos, so make sure that you've updated that accordingly. If you have any problems, just reach out and let me know, because I can do it from the back end too. And then once you've done that, click over onto the template page. And this is where you're going to customize all of those fantastic automated emails that are available to you, your way of keeping in touch with your clients and their way of giving you those referrals. So you're going to start with the invite greeting. So this is the first email. Once you've done invite client, this is going to pull in from your templates section. If you make a change on your template, this is going to be the one that's pulled in each and every time. You can also make updates on an individual basis, which I'll show you in just a second. If you have a custom signature you want to say, so it's text for now. We are working on the ability to add in an image, but for now, I've put in here, because this is a common one that realtors like to use. I'm never too busy for your referrals. You can add your own little logo or your own little, not logo, sorry, but your own little motto that you like to use here. And then you're going to click custom signature. If you don't have anything and you just leave it, the information on the footer is going to pull in from your branding page. So you're still going to be identified, but if you want to make it even more custom, you just simply would add it here and click custom signature. Okay. Then you can go into the other templates. We have default copy in here for each of these, but you can get more creative and have more fun and make it your own as you like. Again, they're text-based. The invite for pre-move, so for any buyers or sellers that you're still nurturing and working with, you can go in here. It just gives them a little bit of information on what they can do with the invitation that you're sending, how to reach the concierge and things like that. We have the 1-month anniversary, the 3-month check-in, and the 2-week check-in. So make sure you jump to those templates, make them your own, customize them to the way that suits you and the way that you like to talk to your clients. Okay, so from here, once you've done that, let's go over into how to start inviting a client. Super easy, takes 30 seconds of your time. So remember when I said you can choose which type of invite you're extending? It's going to default to a client that you already have a deal with. So they're on their way to moving. If you're still working with a prospect, you would click buying or selling. In most cases, you're going to be doing it on the moving side. But again, all you need are a couple pieces of information to get your client started. The name, the email address, and the move date. If you're working with a couple, or maybe you're working with somebody that's a little older or senior, maybe they have a caretaker that's helping them, maybe they have a child that's helping them, maybe you have a parent and child, they both want to be part of MoveSnap and kind of collaborate in the tool, which you can do. You can add one person here under recipient. Do not go back and add anybody after the fact, because what happens is they're taken to their own dashboard and they won't be able to collaborate. So if you're working with that couple or you're working with somebody who wants to also be included, make sure when you're doing the invite, you capture them at the same time. The moving information is optional. You don't need to include it in order to get your client started. And then when you're scrolling through, you'll see this is your template here. So if for some reason you want to address this particular client differently, you can choose to tailor the message, but just know that it's going to be exclusive to that client. And then you'll see your custom signature will pull in as well. And then as you keep scrolling, you're going to see all your automated emails are on. So you know that you don't have to do anything more. Those emails are just going to, it's all driven by the move date. So you don't have to think about it. You just press continue. The invite is sent. And when you go back to your invite dashboard, you'll be able to see, usually it'll sit in pending acceptance unless there was an issue with the email address and it would tell you that it failed. But it'll sit in pending acceptance until your client has accepted it. 7 days after you've sent that initial invite, there's a system email that is sent as an invite reminder, reminding them that they have the ability to enjoy MoveSnap and kind of give them that nudge on what MoveSnap is and reminds them to accept it. If they've only opened it and closed it and haven't accepted it, it goes into a viewed status. Let's say it's a month later and you notice that this person hasn't accepted it. It's a great opportunity for you to reach out and say, hey, I sent that. Maybe you're looking for a reason to connect with a client. This can be a great sort of door opener or conversation starter. You'll know if your client has used MoveSnap because it will move into a status saying move in progress. That's your way of knowing that your client has accepted that invitation and that they're utilizing their dashboard. You have the ability to make any changes. So let's say, oh my gosh, I just sent this and I realized I spelled his name wrong. You can go back and edit that if they haven't accepted it. And so you can do that all by clicking on the little I here. If you want to resend an invite because you've also noticed that they haven't accepted it, you have the ability to do that one time. And we're careful about doing that because we don't want it perceived as being a spam service. So we're careful on how many emails you're trying to push out to your client through MoveSnap. So there's going to be a system reminder that goes out 7 days, and then you have the ability to send another reminder. If they're not getting it for some reason or you want to start fresh, you can delete it and then send them a new one. You also can add in your contacts. So if, again, you're still working with clients, maybe you want to enter in your contacts so you can get them going on either MoveSnap or you're still working with them and they're in a pre-move stage, you can add your contacts in and you'll know they're going to be part of, you can go back and you can update their information and so forth and so on. I talked about the concierge notes and how to see those. So that's right here, concierge notes. So you'll be able to see a list of all the clients and all the notes if there has been any. And it's going to send you and show you the information that had been emailed to you at the time of the initial concierge connect. But it'll always maintain or sit here in your history, so you can always refer to it. So then if we just go back to the dashboard for a second, I wanted to show you this link. So this link here on your dashboard is somewhat new. And this is all about the offers for you. So the first time you click on this page, you're going to be asked for I'll call it moving information. It needs an address because we're going to pull in those offers that are available in your region. So once you put in the information, it's going to display all the fabulous offers that are available to you. So you can go ahead and do that. Once you do, it'll take you to the page that gives you all the information on exactly how to take advantage of all the discounts and people that we're working with in your area. So whether it be locksmiths, whether it be cleaners, there's different credit card offers. There are roofers, sleep country. There's storage facilities. It just depends on where you're located. Okay. So now I've kind of gone over onto the user dashboard. And as you can see, it's quite a bit different than what you see on the partner side. Again, take note that the URL is different. They're in a totally different place than where you go to log into your own portal. And you're going to see your information there at the top. You can access the client. When you click on client demo, you're able to see exactly what your client sees. Okay, so you can see the different related links and offers and things like that that are available to them. Your client has the ability to add helpers, so people onto their move that they can collaborate with. They can see each other's notes. They can keep track of each other and kind of collaborate. They can edit their move details very easily. So perhaps their move date changed. It's very easy for them to log in, change their date, or maybe they only had a selling, they were only in the place where they had sold but not yet bought. They can update their profile to include where they bought. And then all of the great content and information is available as they go through and map out what they need to take care of on their move. So for instance, again, one of the more popular things is hydro. So they're going to be shown exactly. So in Alberta, it's a little different. I know on your hydro because it's open. There's more services available that people can choose from. But in any other province, they're going to be taken exactly where they need to be directed to or from in order to make that change to their hydro. If it's a form, they're going to be provided with that form they need to complete. So it's all about making it smooth and easy for them to do. We have this great little tool called Budget My Move. It allows them to go in, keep track of all of their expenses, what they can expect in terms of all the different aspects of their move, their new home, can all be tracked here. We also provide benchmarks, which is great to compare, and it's within postal codes. So it is regional information and very helpful to compare. Provincial services, so this is all about helping them change their ID with a couple of clicks. They can do it all from here. Very simple and easy. The content in here is all provincial related. So in Alberta, I think you have 30 days to change your driver's license, and in Ontario, you only have 7 days. So all of that's been factored in. So even if you have somebody moving to the East Coast, which is, I don't know about you, but we see a lot of those kinds of moves right now, they can do that all from here, and all the information is available to them. They can add custom tasks. I think this is a really cool feature because it's like their to-do list. Everybody likes a great place for a to-do list, and it saves, and you can add notes. So maybe this becomes a list of things they want to talk to the concierge team about and get some help with. They can add notes in there against their task, and anybody else affiliated onto their move will be able to access all the information too. It's going to be quite handy. We talked about the pre-move. I will just briefly show you what that dashboard looks like. Just have to change screens here. 1 second. So as you can see, it's somewhat of a different dashboard. And again, they can click through and be able to kind of navigate through different types of features and content and tips and tricks and lists and information that they might need that's relevant for their move. You can also see this in your own client demo, and I'm happy to help you see that if you're having any issues with it. All right, so we kind of covered off the partner portal and the user portal. Now, let me just kind of talk through a couple more points. So I referred to the fact that when you have a deal with a client or you're extending that invitation to MoveSnap to your client, make sure you're giving them a heads up, whether it's verbal or whether you're accessing the marketing collateral that you have. you probably, this looks different than what you have with MaxWell, I believe. I'm going to send these along as well. But there is a one-piece client-facing brochure that you can easily send to your client. It gives them a little bit more comfort in knowing what MoveSnap is all about before they go and accept things and add passwords, because people are naturally reluctant to do sometimes take that step. So you can kind of give them some peace of mind by giving them a little bit of a heads up and some more information. There is a couple of social media posts you can use to let your followers know. Hashtag MoveSnap. We're happy to see those and tag you back. And then if you go to some of our social media pages like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, we post content and blogs that you can also share, and just helping you build your social media and giving you content you can use never hurts. So what are some things that MoveSnap is working on? This is going to be a big year, another big year for MoveSnap. We had a big year last year, but just to give you some things that you can look forward to hearing more from us as we go through 2022. But we're redoing all of our marketing and branding. We've got some cool celebrity endorsements coming in the home space, which we're also doing some videos for. So you'll be seeing some videos coming forward real soon. March is the expected date. We did a lot of research on our user side last year, and so we're taking some of that content and information, and we're overhauling our user dashboard. When I say user, I mean your mover on the mover space. And so look for that. We're refreshing, we're sort of evolving that, taking that to the next level this spring. We're also busy working on a native app. So while we're mobile friendly, we're not completely easy to use on your phone. And so we're making a native app so that you can download that. It makes it much easier to use and access. We're constantly expanding our offers and our partnerships. I encourage you all, if you have vendors and partners that you use in your area, movers or anybody, storage providers, whomever that you work with, we would love to hear. We have a whole business development team that looks after these partnerships. We vet them. They have to be, in business for so long. We check their ratings online and all of these great things that this group does. And we would love to hear if you have any recommendations. And then we're launching a 1-800 number. We're real excited about this. We've had a lot of feedback that both partners and clients are wishing to reach out to us by phone. So we're working on making that come to reality, potentially even in February. So it'll make it just that much more accessible for people to reach us. So look for that as well. So as you can see, it's going to be a busy year. So I'm going to kind of pause. We went through a lot. I hope that was helpful for everyone. This is my contact information. I'm going to leave this on the screen here for a moment. As your partner success manager, I'm always available to you. Again, if you're working with a client, you want to do some proactive steps to help their move be even more seamless, reach out to me. I'm happy to help bring in that concierge and get them started on questions that they may have. And let me know if you're having troubles with anything online. I'm your tech support too, so would love to hear how things are going with you and any feedback that you have. Just want to see where my screen is. Okay. So did anybody have any questions or? Was it helpful? Okay, I see. Chat here. Hello, Nicole. Can you share the link? Sure. I'm going to put the link here in the chat, partner.movesnap.com.
Good morning, Nicole. Thank you so much for this awesome overview. I have logged in and accepted my MoveSnap account earlier, and I know I haven't dove in depth into the different options with it, so this was a great overview. You did answer most of the questions I had as they came up. I do have a quick question, or a couple quick questions. The first, when I go into the client demo, if I were to click on the neighborhoods, for example, would I be able to see the information that the potential prospect or mover see in terms of just to explore, to have an understanding what it is that they're seeing?
Yeah.
And
So, yep.
yeah, and a similar question as far as for on the prospecting side, when it goes into, for instance, the pre-approval or mortgage specialist, are those basically just overview, and probably be as simple as me going and seeing them? I haven't seen them yet. Is it an overview just about the process of going through a pre-approval, or is it similar about being able to upload? There is a set number of brokers and mortgage specialists that I work with. Are those something that I can upload on there for them to contact? Or I was just curious as to
Yeah.
how that goes. So
I love that question, Mo. So this whole prospecting tool is a relatively new space for us. So we've launched it. We're owned by RBC. So that content in there, a lot of it is an effort by both MoveSnap and RBC. So the next evolution of this product, I'm really looking forward to, because we expect to have the ability to have more customization. It won't be from a add in your own people that you worked with perspective, but giving you the opportunity to add more information that's relatable to you and your business. The Neighborhood Explorer tool is cool. When you click on it, it's driven by postal code, so you can just change the postal code and have a looky-loo around. So that's how it works. But yeah, you would go into, you send an invite to yourself under the buyer seller, which doesn't need a move date. And then you'll be able to see the dashboard for the pre-move and play around. Reach out if you have trouble, okay? Happy to help. No problem.
Hello, Nicole. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Presentation. I have a question about the RBC involvement and how heavily the RBC will be promoting themselves on the MoveSnap.
Yeah, so it's very passive. If somebody says they want information and a mortgage specialist to reach out to them, they actually have to ask for that. We don't just reach out. There's also offers in the offer section for different RBC offers. So there's no guerrilla moves here where RBC is just taking over. It's more about passive communication and information. If somebody reaches out and is looking for that mortgage specialist, then that request is sent and a mortgage specialist follows up. That's really it. They can also request more information under the Budget My tool, and an RBC person would follow up. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
No problem. Well, I'm really happy to have the opportunity to have you guys on the call and meet you. Again, you have my contact information. We're available here anytime and would love to hear from you and how things are going. And I hope your clients are enjoying the service and are benefiting from it. So let us know. We'd love to hear. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. Thank you for that comment. So if there's nothing else, we'll end the call, and I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Sounds like you're going to have a little bit nicer weather than we are over here on the East Coast, so take it while you can. Okay, be well and be safe, everyone. Bye for now.
Thank you, Nicole.
No problem.